I'm going to show you why your mind is the thing that is stopping you from achieving your goals. I'm going to give you the 100% guaranteed proven method to achieving success and sustained productivity. Everything you desire in life, the foundation of it is your mind. And today I'm going to show you how to conquer the foundation. When we're being told, go make money and go do this, we're actually damaging the table, which is our mind, because we haven't fixed the initial legs that keep that table standing. We've been fed temporary solutions for permanent problems. If you have any of these issues, a lack of clarity as well, okay? You're trying everything, you have shiny object syndrome, meaning you try something for like 1 month, 2 months, then you jump into something else. If you're dealing with any of these issues, ikhwa, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, like I mentioned, this webinar, we're going to solve them, okay? Any of these problems can all be fixed just by fixing one thing, just by improving one thing. And what is that? It's your mind, okay? Do you know, I love to speak with older people. I have a guilty confession here, right? Whenever I catch an amwa at the masjid, I always like to just pull them, right? And sit with him. These are 30, 40-year-old guys, right? Sometimes 50, 60. And I always ask them, the brothers kind of pull me out and they call me a bit weird, right? Every time I sit in the Amwa at the masjid, they know it's a long day, right? They start rolling their eyes, right? Because they know it's about to turn into a 40-minute conversation, okay? But what have I learned from speaking to the older people? Because they are the ones that are wise. They have the experience of life and the most knowledge, right? No 25-year-old guru with a self-development course can beat the words of an elder person. This alone shows that if you don't value your mind enough, right, in your youth, you'll regret it in the future. Because every time I speak to older people, they acknowledge that the mind is what comes first.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ikhwa. Finally, man, this is going to be the final one, right? We're finally done with the mind control program. Now, for many reasons, not because there's a problem with the program, but naturally, the mind control program takes me hours, okay? It takes 16 hours of live teaching because we don't just sell videos. And then, obviously, we stay with each client one-to-one for another 6 weeks. And, of course, that takes a lot of time, which we don't have anymore. And we're starting to deal with 6 and 7 and 8 figure clients and just specializing with them, which naturally means we have a lot less time. So this is going to be the final mind control program. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen the reviews on the Trustpilot. Everyone has said that this program changed their lives. And I've asked every single client that's ever bought mind control the same question. At the end, I always ask them, did you regret this? And wallahi, they testify by Allah that they didn't. You guys can see that no person has ever come to the mind control program and said, you know what, I regret buying that after finishing the program. This is because this is a program that genuinely changes lives. This is a start. No matter how many business courses you invest in, how many different things you invest in, nothing's going to change unless you change you first. You see, you can't make more money and keep making that money sustained if you have certain problems first. You're going to make money, it's going to drop again, and you'll never be able to climb to that next level you want to reach. You're going to notice that you're stuck at certain places and you just can't improve. So if you finally just want to change yourself and you're tired of focusing on the wrong things and you need to just narrow down and you're ready to focus on yourself, get signed up to the mind control program and change your life finally.
Money comes and goes, ikhwa. Okay, like your health, you get sick and then you get healthy again. Whatever you own can leave except your mind. And this is something you need to understand. Your mind isn't something that not anyone can touch. Your mind belongs to you. And as long as you protect and you learn how to use your mind in order to succeed, then no one can come close. And this is something that you have to understand. Okay, your skills you can't lose, right? Which comes from your mind, how you develop your skills. But money you can lose. Resources you can lose. Your network you can lose. But the only thing that stays with you guys is your mind, and that is why you need to hold the most importance in learning your mind. Tamam. Now, whatever you own can leave except your mind. We agree. But on the other hand, if you lose your mind, you've actually lost everything. No matter what you own, if you don't have control over your own mind, you're kind of useless, right? So this actually shows that the most important and valuable asset that any of us own can't be money because it can easily go. It can't be physical things because they can easily disappear and we can still live without them. But the only thing that we can't live without and that we need is our mind, which shows that the most important thing is your mind. Okay, are you guys with me? Yeah. So this shows us that the mind is the most biggest and that most valuable asset you can actually work on in your entire life. Nothing can beat your mind because you spend time with your mind. You spend 24 hours with your mind every single day. And another important aspect is that your soul is the only thing that you're going to take with you on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah. And that comes down to the heart, right? And if you think of it, the heart Islamically in the Quran, Allah Allah links the heart with the mind. Does that make sense? So your mind is so important, ikhwa. Tamam, perfect. Okay, so indirectly, you abandon your mind. If you don't take care of your mind, you're abandoning your soul, which puts you at risk on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah. And that's the truth. So now that we understand that there's no solution to your fixing any of life's problems without improving your mind, let's get into it. I'm going to show you why your mind is the thing that is stopping you from achieving your goals. I'm going to give you the 100% guaranteed proven method, right, to achieving success and sustained productivity. Everything you desire in life, the foundation of it is your mind. And today I'm going to show you how to conquer the foundation. Are you guys ready? Right? You know what, ikhwa? There is no greater pain. There is no greater pain. And if you guys disagree with me, let me know in the chat, right? When it comes to deen, when it comes to life, when it comes to business, when it comes to your relationships, do you guys feel like there's a greater pain? Because I genuinely don't feel like there's a greater pain than this, than knowing you could be doing so much better. What do you guys think? You know, the pain of when you know you're not doing enough, that feeling that you're not up to standard. You have so much more in you, but you just can't bring it out, but you know it's there, right? It's like this potential, you're aware it's there. It's painful, man. Wallahi, it hurts, ikhwa. Honestly, knowing that I know I can do more than where I know I could be better than where I am, right? And we've been lied to. Wallahi, we've been lied to, ikhwa. I have to be honest with you, right? We've been told that it's all of the mind, is just mindset. You don't need anything. What you need is business knowledge. You need to make money. We've been told that money is going to solve all our problems, and this guy's course and that guy's course, as soon as we buy it, all our problems are going to disappear, and money is the solution, right? We've been told that sales is the best industry to go in, or SMMA, and this is going to solve everything. That once you have money, your potential, you're going to reach it. I can tell you that's not true, man. That's not true. And just before I go into proving to you why that's not true, I want to establish a couple of things, ikhwa. Okay, now I just want to let you guys know this so you understand who is talking to you, inshallah, and the things that I've seen and the experiences I've been through as well. Okay, now alhamdulillah, as you guys know, I'm sure right now, I am Fawaz, tamam. And alhamdulillah, from Allah's fadl, I was able to achieve 7 figures by the age of 20. Right? Meaning we actually scaled a company to 1 million, right? Alhamdulillah, from Allah's fadl. After what? By the age of 20. Alhamdulillah, now this year we're projecting to looking at around 6 to 7 million bi'idhnillah al-kareem by the end of the year. But from Allah's fadl, we were able to scale our companies to this amount. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ikhwa, listen, this is the finale of the Mind Control program. I know a lot of you guys have wanted to get signed up. It's going to be the final one, man. And there's only 25 spaces, as you know, per cohort, which many have already been taken. So if you want to get signed up to the last and final Mind Control program, click the link in the description. You want to change your life, but guess what? Change doesn't come until something changes. Now, this is your first step to change. Click the link in the description and get signed up, inshallah. At one stage, I had a team. I was managing over 120 people. Now, that's not the case anymore. The number's less, not because the companies have decreased in size. In fact, walillah alhamd, they've increased. But you know, naturally you learn you don't need as many people as you thought you needed, right? I've mentored over 200 individuals. Now, I'm talking one-to-one, okay? I've dealt with over 200 individuals in the last 5 to 6 years, and I've been studying the mind and performance, particularly in depth, over the last 5 to 6 years. I've been doing business for over a decade, as many of you know. So my point is, I've seen the business side. I know what it takes to scale a company. I've helped other people scale their companies, and I've seen the performance side. I know what it takes to achieve peak performance and to perform at your peak. I know what it takes to free your mind, right? And that is exactly why I ended up coming to this whole conclusion, right? That, you know what? Money isn't the problem. A lack of opportunity isn't the problem. Sadness isn't the problem. Feeling bad for yourself isn't the problem. They are problems, but they're not the problem. Do you guys understand me? They're problems, I agree, right? But they're not the problem. They're not the problem. I'm going to explain to you guys what the problem is, inshallah. Okay, you see, all of those things I just referred to you and I just explained to you, these are things that we refer to as lag indicators. Now, a lag indicator, just to break it down, and I want you guys to follow me here, okay? These are things that are result, right? So how you feel is as a result. It's a result. Your emotion is a result. Would you guys agree? How much money you have is a result. Like, that's a number, that's a figure. That's a result at the end of a period, right? Do you guys understand me? So these are basically a lag indicator is what we refer to as an effect, right? So you have your causes and effect, right? It's your output. These are all things that we refer to as lag indicators. How much money you have at the end of the year is a lag indicator, right? How the emotions you feel is a lag indicator. These aren't lead indicators. So what's the problem here? Well, we've been made to focus on lag indicators, but lag indicators, technically speaking, they don't change anything. Do you guys understand me? They don't change anything. We've been told to focus on things that come after as a result. So a lot of the times I'll give you an example. I'm dealing with a client and he's like, bro, I need to get more money. I'm like, okay, Akhi, but that's not the main problem here. Let's drop it back. Why do you need money? Okay, and why aren't you making money? So actually, by asking yourself why enough times, then you actually tend to reach what we refer to as the lead indicator. How much money did you make this year? Why? Why? Again, okay, because I was working this job. Now, why were you working this job? How much were you making? So when you break it down to this is how much I make due to X, Y, Z, that is the thing that is leading that result. Are you guys with me? Huh? Is everyone in understanding? I hate using these terms sometimes, right? Because we tend to lose people, but hopefully, inshallah, you lot are a smart bunch. Hope you guys are locked in. Yeah, cool. So we've been made to focus on things that come after, things that aren't actually the cause of the problem, right? But they're the result of initial problems that are actually innate inside us. Does that make sense? And just to explain it to you guys, I'm dealing with 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs on a daily basis. And I'm sure you guys seen the post the other day on my Instagram story. I was like, building a business and making more money, it doesn't actually solve your problems. In fact, it actually only highlights them. I'm going to give you guys an example. You see this table right here? Can't see the table, but imagine a table, right? Imagine the legs of the table are weak, right? What happens if I put more weight on it? Does that solve the problem? What do you guys think? If there's a table and the legs of the table are weak and I put more weight on it, does that solve the problem? In fact, it actually only damages it further. And that's the thing. When we're being told, go make money and go do this, we're actually damaging the table, which is our mind, because we haven't fixed the initial legs that keep that table standing, right? But when I fix the legs and when I concentrate on fixing the legs, what happens naturally? I'm able to carry more weight. Do you guys understand? So by actually focusing on the lead indicators, anyway, we see better what? Results from the lag indicators. Do you guys understand? So it goes back to fixing the root cause, not the thing that we feel is the problem, but the thing that is actually the problem when we dig and break down enough. And this is the same thing. So let me explain to you guys something. I've been teaching mind control for ages. I've been teaching, business for ages, right? I've been teaching business for so long. And then I was wondering, when I'm looking at the lag indicators, so the results of, how much clients are successful, etc. And I was like, well, I'm teaching everything I used to scale to 6 and 7 figures, right? So I'm confused. Why isn't it working for them? I realized that this isn't the initial problem. I'm fixing something on the journey, but I'm not solving the initial problem. I'll give you guys an example. If I break your arm, right? Let's say I'm really mean. And I break your arm and I give you a paracetamol. Will you feel better? If I give you a paracetamol, which is a painkiller, will you feel better? Yeah, you actually would. You actually would feel better for a little while. For a little while. You feel better. But does that solve the problem? Yeah, when the Panadol wears off, your arm is still broken, G. Do you understand? Your arm is still broken. So it doesn't fix the problem. But this is what I'm trying to establish to you guys. We've been fed temporary solutions for permanent problems. And until we solve the initial problem, we're wasting our time. You guys with me, yeah? Have it. Cool.